everyone, and welcome to Wade's World, your one-stop shop for everything Deadpool. I am Phil, and joining me, as always, is...
Hey guys, it is Willow.
Mistress of Mayhem herself.
I like that. I see that on a t-shirt. So, what are we doing today, Phil?
Well, we'll start off with, we did Deadpool number 1 last week, so we'll do Deadpool number 2 from 1997.
So, here in the US of A, we just recently elected a president. So, our top 10 list is, non-memorable presidents.
It's just like, wait, that guy was a president?
10.
William Henry Harrison. Yeah, I didn't think you'd remember him.
Wasn't he on the first season of The Flash?
Oh, sadly, I'm sure that's what somebody would answer on a history test in high school.
I guess. In no particular order except for when they were president. I guess I'll start with John Tyler. You might remember him from his work in Aerosmith.
My next one is the 14th President of the United States, Franklin Pierce. Now, I do have a funny bit of trivia. He is actually George H.W.'s wife, Laura Bush's great, how many ever times removed grandfather.
Nepotism.
Seriously. You'd be surprised to find the links in political families, actually. That's the podcast. Time.
Okay, then I guess I'll go to the 20th President of the United States, James Garfield. A fact about him is he was assassinated. I don't know. Did he steal someone's lasagna?
He hated Mondays, I heard.
No.
He only served for, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months?
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't even a full year.
Yeah. He was only 49. God, people aged like milk back then.
That's why people got married when they were 12, because they only lived to their 40s or 50s.
Yeah. Well, that's funny enough that you mentioned that, because mine is the guy that filled in after him, Chester A. Arthur. If you could, goodness, this sounds like a Charlie Chaplin character, but he did at least serve out all his term at the very least.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Chester Alan Arthur.
Exactly. Who's next for you?
Well, we'll take a step backwards and go to the 19th President of the United States, Rutherford B. Hayes.
I know who that is.
Yeah, didn't he have some hits in the 70s?
So, my next one is the 23rd President, Benjamin Harrison. Another Harrison. I'm pretty sure they're related.
Another H.W. and George W.
He looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi. The original Obi-Wan Kenobi.
These aren't the politicians you're looking for.
You should be looking for them all, but that's just my personal opinion.
All right, then I guess I'll jump to number 27, William Howard Taft. And if you don't know who that is, go and do a Google search and just look at that big Key West butt tickler mustache he has on his face.
This podcast is rated teen. And finally, my last pick is John Adams, the second president, because everybody goes George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. Poor John Adams. Can't get no respect. Might as well be Rodney Dangerfield.
Makes a decent beer, though.
Ooh, the October ale is always the best.
All right, and our final entry on our top 10 of unremarkable presidents. I had to end it with this. Number 29, Warren G. Harding. That's what she said.
A mess. And I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So, this issue is called Operation The Wacky Doctor's Game, or Cutting Class at Ninja High, as the cover art states.
And, alright, don't get me wrong, I love Deadpool, but I don't know. It starts off kind of creepy because he's staring.
The teddy bear?
that just reminds me. I'm like, okay, so is Siren, she's a teenager, right? Deadpool has to be at least in his 20s, right? So you basically have this at least 20-some-year-old guy staring through the window at a teenager sleeping.
Jubilee and Wolverine! Jubilee and Wolverine! Sorry.
That was a sidekick thing. This is, I don't know. So meanwhile, Wade is being creepy stalker, Weasel gets kidnapped, and we get Blind Al and Wade at breakfast, and who can pour salt in whose cereal?
But I did like the everything you need to know panel. I miss those DCU,
Yes.
and I love it. Which brings us up to the present, and then boom,
What?
like boom, then the page you're talking about with him kind of hanging upside down like a spider,
Ah!
the girl, the teddy bear.
Kind of like a Spider Man.
So what's up with the Al, or as I like to call it, Weird Al?
I don't know. Basically, at this point, she's like painted as a Deadpool's prisoner, so she has to get her little jabs in where she can. Their whole game with the salt and the sugar.
Yeah, I know people who actually do that though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jerks. And then he looks like a young freaking Ben, aka the Thing from Fantastic Four in this particular book.
I know, either that or just like a. I was gonna say, it looks like he has lizard skin. Yeah, like Killer Croc, but as Charlie would say, with good bone structure.
Even the bone structures are a little questionable in this one.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll be glad when they bang that inconsistency out. It goes up and down in these first like 12, 13 issues. So.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get the point of this mission. Just fun, punch them up, shoot them up, fourth
Wow.
wall breaking stuff.
Well, he thinks Weasel's been kidnapped, but meanwhile, Weasel's is the Taskmaster trying to recruit him.
Taskmaster, that sounds like a DC villain though, right? Is it just me? Don't we have something similar to Taskmaster in DC? Who am I thinking of?
Sportsmaster?
No, not Sportsmaster. That's a whole nother beast altogether.
Prometheus?
It'll come.
The comic book Prometheus?
Oh, actually. Oh, but yeah, this was, I like the way that they constructed the panels. Like they made it a variety,
Mm-hmm.
Lots of different ways to capture that action. There's a lot of action in this.
Yeah, same art team, but I think that I think they had their game together a little more than they did last issue.
Yeah, like I said, it takes them a good 12 issues to get it all together, but I can see that they're trying to like fine tune what they want this book to be.
And don't ask me why Taskmaster is wearing those tacky colors in this issue. I thought his costume usually.
1997.
Yeah, but I thought they was most of the time, even up to then, he was like blue and white or something. I don't know.
Maybe it was to like compliment Deadpool or something like that.
They were just setting up that line where he calls him Taskmaster.
Yeah, probably. Dude looks like Red Skull and Skeletor had a baby. Yeah. Weasel.
Weasel.
What are we gonna do with Weasel?
Maybe he can open a bar.
Yes. I think that would suit him. I thought that this had a lot more comedy than the first issue,
Oh yeah.
which I like, obviously, because it's Deadpool.
And then this will probably be the title of our episode as Taskmaster cuts his finger off. It's so the title has to be giving him the Wade's World episode 3, giving him the finger.
I think my favorite panel is the small one where all you see is the eye and him say pardon. That's when you know it got real. And then his fingers, he starts shoving his fingers in his face. It's great. Some light BDSM, some bondage themes going on in this issue too. Not for nothing. How Skeletor and He-Man, that whole analogy.
Oh, jeez.
Although, Deadpool is bisexual, so no skeletons in his closet. Unless they're literal skeletons. Not figurative.
But I love how he just changes up his fighting style to beat Taskmaster, and Taskmaster's like, I can't read you all of a sudden, just because Deadpool's brain is so wacky. Oh, this might be my favorite line when he's beating Taskmaster. Taskmaster says he can't read him, it's impossible, and he says, not when you use the dancing on the ceiling style of Kung Fu taught by Sensei Lionel Richie.
All night long. Some kids might be too young for that reference. I'm almost too young for that reference.
Oh, I'm 38. I'm almost too young for that reference.
So, I always felt like it was kind of I like Deadpool when he kind of meanders. Do you know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I
Yes.
felt like in rereading this, I feel like it's just too procedural, if you will, for a Deadpool thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to start somewhere, I guess. You got to ease him into it, even though he had a bajillion things before this.
Yeah, but like 2 miniseries and stuff. But I don't know. Like you said, I think they were getting their feel in and they didn't know how many issues they're gonna have, so it's just like they just went nuts. So, is there anything else on this issue?
Yeah.
Okay, and this story ends as all good stories should end, with a wedgie between buddies.
Buddies is stretching it, but yes.
Work
That should have been the running gag, actually.
work acquaintances.
I like like I said, when I'm rereading it, I get what they were doing, but
Mm-hmm.
it definitely gets way better. Like if you like this stuff, it gets so much better.
Oh yeah.
It gets consistently better with every issue for a while.
Oh yes. And faithful listeners, you want to be here next episode when we do issue 3 because we will do some live reading.
A dramatic reading of a very pivotal situation.
2 performances of a lifetime.
So what'd you give this issue?
This one's probably a solid B for me.
I'll go with that.
Okay.
The artwork needs to come into its own and settle down with the inconsistencies, and after that, it's really kind of a smooth ride.
Yeah.
But they're still starting to feet their footing artistically at this point. But it's still a good story. It didn't hinder the story, so I'll be, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, no email yet. People, send in your thoughts. We want to hear.
You gotta spam the Southgate Media Group.
Yes. bombard Rob Southgate. Say, we need more of this.
Yes.
We love these two. They're our favorite. And Deadpool, yes, more.
It's the bestest.
Make us look good, people.
So read ahead to issue 3 if this is your first time reading. If not, be sure to send in your email about your thoughts on Deadpool's first ongoing series. Looking forward to hearing from you guys.
All right, so should we do shameless plugs?
Yes, let's totally do shameless plugs. This podcast is not sponsored by Pepsi.
But we'll take your money if you'd like to give it to us. Follow us on Facebook, Wade's World, the Deadpool podcast. Give us a like there. Follow us on Twitter at Wade's World Pod, and like we said, send your detailed thoughts on Deadpool or dead presidents, whatever, to Wade's World Pod at gmail.com. And Lilith, where can people stalk you on the internet?
You can find me either at Lilith Hellfire over on Twitter or anywhere on the social media sphere at Adventures in FG. You can also be sure to check out my website, adventuresinfangirling.com. The TV winter hiatus is over, and I have so much vitriol to spit. Come join me.
And as for me, you could talk to me about anything Marvel, DC, the good, the bad, and the disappearing digital codes at nightwingpdp at gmail.com. On Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. And check me out talking about all those other Deadpool, DC things at the Legends of DC, where me and Lilith talk Arrow, and Zach and Tyler and I talk Flash. And check out Before the Bat. The next upcoming episode, we have a special interview, so check it out.
With whom?
Deborah Unger, who plays Olga, the Penguin's maid.
Nice. Too bad you can't get the lady that plays Raza on Arrow.
I said that to her this morning. I said, I'm like, they're in Russia in the flashbacks. You should totally do that.
Random nonsense of the week, by the way. I watched Riverdale, and I was just like, out of all the people that I'd never expected to see on TV again, Luke Perry? What? Yes, he's the dad of Archie. Great. So yeah, that's my random nonsense for the pop culture for the week.
You're an
you
Archie.
Have any random nonsense?
Not that's come to mind, but I was gonna say you're an Archie fan. Did you enjoy the show?
I mean, I liked Gossip Girl, and it's a total Gossip Girl meets Pretty Little Liars vibe, but at the same time, boys can kind of enjoy it too. So I mean, it's kind of like Archie the Supernatural when he does the Supernatural series. It's not like the
Okay.
classic Archie or even the reboot. But I think it's okay for a CW show. It'll definitely find its fans.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wait for this to come on Netflix. I can't do it on a week to week basis. It'll drive me. But it's beautiful though. That's the one thing I will say. It was so visually stunning.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Twin Peaks or even Hannibal. Hannibal had great cinematography, so it definitely stands out in the sea of CW.
But yeah, come back next week. Lil's gonna break out her Irish accent. So be
I,
prepared for that. What?
oh God, it's terrible.
Well, you're gonna be Siren. You got to break out that Irish accent.
Like come out more Scottish than anything. I apologize in advance.
Oh yeah. So you come on. You pay admission for that, everyone. Come on. All right. That's it. We're out of here. All right. Hit the music.